Considering all these radical technologically driven transformations and tectonic shifts, what should be the rules of the game in the 21st century? How do we need to adjust governance? And what do we need to think about freedom? What role does freedom play in our societies, but also in the global system and in foreign affairs? The biggest challenge I see is our mindset, the paradigm of the systems in which we grew up, that we're still slowly changing only. Not as fast and bang, bang, bang as today in the technology world, but they were slowly changing, and we're still rooted in the Industrial Revolution, the third generation and the second generation, where hierarchies were more important than self-organizing forces. And a big reason for that was we had technological limitations. What we did in the computer revolution, not the digital revolution, in the third industrial revolution, is we just optimized whatever we did in the physical worlds. So we put designs from paper form in digital form. We put letters in digital form, emails. We just copied whatever we had, ownership records or any kind of accounting data. We copied that from the physical into the digital and just made it more efficient. And that is good. That was an improvement. That's the third industrial revolution. But in the 21st century, data is supposed to be the lifeblood. This is where we now can communicate from and to any spot on planet Earth, where we can immerse ourselves in new kinds of communities, where we move from social media into metaverses, where we focus our attention in the digital spheres. This is where we generate our economic value in the digital world, the overwhelming part of our digital value. This is where we focus our attention. This is where we join communities and where we work. This is where everything is moving in our lives. This is where the control layers are of the physical. We're moving the control layers there, not the other way around. So now, if this is really where the world is heading, if all this is reality, we need to think digital first. We need to protect the data. We need to protect these systems. We need to change the way they are organized. We need to move away from the industrialized 20th century thinking and think 21st century, which is self-organizing, self-optimizing, integrated networks that are decentralized. They need to be decentralized because only decentralization provides the resilience and the optimization capabilities. Otherwise, we'll leave single points of attack, single point of failure, and we're just endangering exactly these areas that are becoming ever more dominant. But for this, we also need to trust the people. We talk a lot, particularly in the West, about democracy and that every person counts, every vote counts. We need to focus on individuality. We need to trust the economic activities of individuals in markets and all these things. But the reality is different. The reality is still that we are much more instinctively thinking hierarchies, thinking elites top down. We find some sort of consensus in hierarchical structures and we push it down across the board. We're not looking at optimized solutions where people can organize, join voluntarily in new communities, and then perform a lot of these actions and optimize them in however they can optimize, in our forms they can optimize them. This is too big of a challenge for most people and for most societies. But if you really believe in people, we need to empower people, protect their data, develop and encourage platforms and infrastructure that is leveraging these self-organizing networks, that is empowering individuals and the communities they are creating. These communities need to be governed in a way that serves everybody in them, but these communities should not be defined by geography first, but they need to look at the digital first. So we see a lot of drivers that just require us to change our mindset, to change the paradigm with which we are approaching the world. We need to think digital first, empowerment of individuals, trusting and encouraging the self-organizing capabilities of people, releasing market capabilities and introducing the community and social aspect by virtue of these communities and how they are governed and organized. And we have mechanisms for it, modern mechanisms that we can use. And this is where we ensure real freedom and the advancement of humanity and of human social constructs, including our nation societies. If you want to find out more about these aspects and about my thoughts on them, please check out foreignaffairsforum.org, and particularly Foreign Essentials for Foreign Affairs, a course in which I dive into more details. Thank you.